Hey Taurus, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your August 2024 general reading. We're going to cover money, of course, but also maybe some relationship stuff, life stuff, and whatever shows up. So, again, welcome. I am your favorite tarot reader on YouTube. And for the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Morgan Greer tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider Waite tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Taurus, with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. Now, I have been listening to a lot of your feedback, and many of you have told me that you prefer the face to camera videos. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to try this out for the August readings. Also, if you did not know, I go live 2 times a week here on the channel, Mondays and Fridays at 2:15 Pacific time, roughly that time. That's 5:15 p.m. Eastern time. And I do live tarot hours, ask me anything about anything. And we have a lot of fun on those live streams. So I would love to see you there. So if this reading is not specific enough or you have a specific question you'd like me to address, make sure you join me on one of those live streams so you can get your questions answered and you can get them answered for free. Okay. So it's really, really good. So what I'm going to do as it relates to the setup is I'm going to angle the camera down because I know a lot of you like to see when I shuffle the cards, and I want to make sure you can see that. And I think that's it. Yeah, so let's go ahead, Taurus, and get started with your reading. Okay. So what do we need to know for the sign of Taurus for the month of August 2024? All right. So looks like something from the past, something or someone from your past shows up, Taurus, in that first week of August. It's not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I feel like there's a lot of emotion as a result result of that, I should say, because we got that Queen of Cups next. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's showing up. Okay, Taurus, like I said, something or someone from your past shows up in that first week of August. Now, this is a good reunion. Why? Because I got that Queen of Cups next. The Queen of Cups is the card of emotional sensitivity, and she's really sensitive to the people around her, and she also can pick up on the emotions and the feelings and the energy of people around her. And this is definitely something where I feel like you have an emotional or energetic connection with this person from the past who is showing back up in the first week of August. This is going to be something that is mutually beneficial for both of you. And I am feeling like there's more than just this connection. I feel like this is almost like a soul tie for some of you. Now, that may not apply to everybody. I get it. But for a lot of you, this is somebody who you have had a connection to in a much deeper and a much more profound way. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic relationship. It could also be, somebody, how you have friends that you just kind of feel like you guys have always been friends. I feel that too. Okay, so that's going to be really good this first week of August. Next up, I do have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Cups in the reverse means you're kind of hesitating walking away from something. Now, the thing is like this is something you've been contemplating for a while, but you're not quite sure if you're ready to leave. This could be a relationship, or this could be a job, or it could even be a business for some of you. Next, I've got the Four of Wands. A lot of the signs have been getting this card. This is the card of stability and also building a strong foundation for something. Now, the other thing about this card is this is the marriage card. Now, marriage doesn't always mean in holy matrimony, but it is a card of something coming together in a very harmonious, loving way. All right. So it could be a marriage of the minds. It could be you maybe working for the company you've always wanted to work for. Maybe it could be a partnership in your professional life in some way. But whatever it is, this card always indicates good, strong, stable energy. Okay. Next up, I got the Queen of Rods, also known as the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands, this always is a card about the physical environment, your physical space. When she shows up in the reverse, it's an indication that something needs to change. A lot of times she shows up when something needs to be cleaned, decluttered, released, thrown away. But there needs to be a change in your physical space in order for you to kind of be at your best. Now, we are moving into the fall season. And so, for a lot of us, that will be getting our stuff organized, getting our things kind of rearranged in some way. But like I said, I do pick up that your physical space needs attention in some way because she showed up in the reverse. Now, we got this strength card. Now, the strength card, sometimes, excuse me, this means physical overwhelm, but it also means that we need to pay attention to our health, Taurus. All right. So, is there something you're neglecting as it relates to your physical well-being? Is there something that you're kind of been putting off, like going to the dentist, or maybe, getting back into your workout routine, or maybe drinking more water? It could be anything. All right. But pay attention to your health, because I have a feeling this first week of August, you're going to really need to make sure that you are well, because you have some things coming up. And I think this first week of August kind of puts a spotlight on, wow, I really need to focus on my health. I really need to start, paying attention to things that have, like I said, maybe you've been neglecting for a while. All right, Taurus, let's see what else shows up for you. Ooh, I see some income coming in. That's great. Although it is temporary, but still, money is money. We're happy when it shows up, All right. Oh, yeah. See, this card is confirming the stuff I said about the health, but we'll get to that. All right. Next up, I do have that King of Swords in the reverse. This is the elimination energy. You know what? You're going to have to deliberately release or cut something or someone off. Whenever this King of Swords card shows up in the reverse, it's a very aggressive energy. In other words, no more playing nice. Sometimes you have to be very deliberate and aggressive with someone for them to get the message. And that's what I'm getting with this card here. This is roughly in the second week of August. Maybe you have to deliberately or ruthlessly cut someone off. All right. Pay attention to that. This is the card where we talked about some new income coming in. However, this card's in the reverse, so it's temporary. It might be like a one-time thing, like someone says, hey, I'll pay you if you help me move, or can I hire you to do this one project, or something like that. But whatever the case may be, like I said, it doesn't matter. It just means that some additional income is coming in for you. And it also means, like I said, it's not going to be a long-term permanent thing. It'll probably just be like a one-off. Second week of August, that shows up. Next up, I've got the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups sometimes is an emotional card because it means that we regret something we did or we said. Now, remember when I said you have to be kind of ruthless? So maybe you are ruthless, and then a few days later you say, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have said that, okay? Here's the thing. Sometimes things need to be done. And yes, sometimes there will be some emotional backlash or some residual emotional feelings that happen because of it. But it doesn't necessarily mean you did the wrong thing. So don't give your emotions the power to tell you that, well, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Because I have a feeling that needed to be done, but you still may feel bad, or you still may wish you didn't have to say things the way you did. But some people, that's how they get the message. That's how they, that's how they get the hint. All right. So just because you feel bad doesn't necessarily mean you did bad. Now, again, that's always a case-by-case thing. But this is what I'm picking up. Feeling sad about something doesn't necessarily mean you did something wrong. All right, next up, the Empress card. Again, a lot of the signs have been getting this card this month. Empress is a card of the divine feminine. This is also the card of creative flow, also the card of cycles and timing. Now, the Empress card, when I see her in the reverse, this means that you are kind of stifling your own creative energy. Now, depending on what you do, how you do it, if you're an artist, maybe even if you're just a creator of some sort, you're not allowing yourself to tap into your creative ideas. Now, you want to be careful with that because sometimes these ideas could be worth a lot of something for you: money, a lot of success, maybe making life easier for you in some way. All right, so pay attention and allow your creative energies to flow. Finally, we got this Judgment card, one of my favorite cards because this is the card of self improvement, personal development, also reawakening or rebirth in some way. In other words, you're becoming the best version or a better version of yourself, either in your personal life, in your work life, maybe even in your business life or your spiritual life, whatever. This is the card that says you are doing the right things and that you are setting yourself up for success. All right, so Taurus, keep doing what you're doing because as you're learning to be better, life is getting better for you. Doesn't mean it's getting easier, but life is truly getting better because you're getting better. Okay. All right, let's see what else is showing up for Taurus. You know what, Taurus? I'm feeling too like your desire to have more is really kind of surprisingly, it's making things easier for you. And you would think, oh, that would make things much more challenging. And you got the best card. You would think that it would make things more challenging, but sometimes accepting that we want something more or something different alleviates a lot of internal struggle. And that's what I'm picking up here. All right. So, exactly what I said, because we got the Seven of Cups. Like I said, you have a lot of options before you. And being willing to admit that you want more, like I said, and that everything that you have right now may not necessarily be what you want right now. Like I said, it gives you the freedom to really express and focus on what it is you truly desire. All right, next up, we got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a card that talks about investing. When I see her in the reverse, it means that this is not an ideal time for you to invest. Now, what are you investing in? Well, that's going to be very individual to you. But I am picking up that August is probably not the best time for you. So put things on hold unless, you know better than me what your situation is. But whenever I see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that is a card that, she does not risk anything. She does not do anything she doesn't understand. She's a very cautious, conservative energy. All right. And I'm feeling like you need to be cautious and conservative as it relates to your investments in the month of August, especially the second half of August, because that's where she showed up. Oh, look at this. You've got two of the best, most positive cards in the deck. I'm going to pull these both out together. This Nine of Cups is the wish card, the sun card. Like I said, that's the best card you could get in any in any tarot reading about anything. All right. So whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, praying for, it's on its way to you. And the sun says, yes, you are going to have it or you are going to experience it to some degree. Now, here's the thing though. You need to be so clear on what it is you want, because that's half of getting it, is the clarity about what it is that you are available for and what it is that you want. Because sometimes we say things that we want, but then they're contingent upon other things, or we don't think we can have them, or we're afraid to admit that that's what we want. All right, but understand, you're going to get it. You're going to get it in some way. All right, we also have the Page of Wands. This is an unexpected announcement as it relates to the work that you do. I'm feeling like this is something you thought wasn't going to happen, Taurus, but then it does. Like I said, it's something related to the work you do or however you make your money or however you pay the bills. It's like you thought, oh, okay, that's not going to happen. And so you kind of let it go, and then surprise, it does happen. Whenever this card is in the reverse, it means it's something unexpected, all right? Or something, you didn't plan for, or something you're not prepared for. Finally, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This means that you make a temporary breakthrough, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. Now, for some of you, this is going to be rebuilding or repairing something, a relationship, maybe a situation at home, maybe even a vehicle for some of you. All right. And you're going to make progress with that, but there's still more that needs to be done. So you're on the right track. You just need to kind of keep going, I guess is the best way to put that. All right, Taurus, you're doing the right things. You're definitely doing the right things. Okay. Let's see what else is showing up for my lovely Tauruses. For the month of August 2024. All right, so when we close out the month of August, Taurus, you're going to be very busy with work. And like I said, things are changing in a very unexpected way, but it's actually for the good. Let's go ahead and start with the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Now, this card is all about resolution in a personal relationship. You feel like somebody was, betraying you, or somebody was, just not good in a certain interaction. However, it looks like that person apologizes, or the situation gets resolved in some way. All right, that happens towards the end of August. We also have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. This means something is taking longer than what you had anticipated, but don't worry. That doesn't mean that things aren't happening. It just means that, things are a little bit behind schedule, but don't worry. They're still happening for you. All right, next up, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. A lot of the signs are getting this card too. This means that you're being admired, recognized, appreciated for the work that you do. And somebody actually wants to hire you, or somebody wants to partner with you, or somebody wants to collaborate with you. Somebody just wants to work with you in some way, shape, or form because they are so impressed and they are so just ready to kind of align with you in some way. All right, so this could be something that's very beneficial. I feel that it will be because this card is in the upright position. But remember, you have to decide what makes it beneficial for you. So don't shy away from an opportunity to work with someone or partner with someone, because it looks like there is going to be a long-term benefit for you in doing so. You're going to be very busy. You're going to be very busy towards the end of the month. Again, I feel like a lot of us are kind of getting back into our routines because we're moving into the fall season. So it looks like some of you are going to be very, very, very busy at work, maybe taking on extra shifts, maybe working more days than you usually do. But the good thing is it'll pay off because you're going to be making more money. So if that is an opportunity that shows up for you, then absolutely I would jump on it. Finally, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, this is the card of unexpected good luck. But when this card shows up in the reverse, this means that the good luck streak doesn't last long. So ride it for as long as you can. And as soon as things start to kind of turn not that way, then pull back or remove yourself or stop, So this is going to be a short streak of good luck. However, sometimes that's all you need, right? Sometimes that's all we need. We just need a little bit of luck, working in our favor. And it's enough to give us a big win or a big result in some way. All right. So Taurus, the overriding theme here is kind of like you're doing all the right things. And I guess what I want to say is what I'm picking up is there's so much benefit happening for you in the month of August. So many beneficial things are working out in your favor. So I really want you to embrace that. It's kind of like unbelievable benefits are coming your way. Okay, let's go ahead and close out your reading. with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. You got card number 21, Old Soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. I don't want to get a glare on here. All right, you have lived many lifetimes and have gained wisdom beyond your years. Old Soul. This means that you know way more than you think you do, Taurus. And it's just about embracing that in every way possible. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please leave them in the comment section below. Also, I'd like to invite you to join me twice a week for our Tarot Hour live streams. It happens Monday and Friday at 2:15 Pacific time. All right. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And of course, we'll do it all again next month.